I'm back. It's Greg from Greg's Tri Journey, and guess what? I'm traveling to a race and I have to bring this bad boy on an airplane with me once again. So after traveling with it for the first time a few months back, I've gotten a really good understanding of everything that needs to go in to packing it up. And if you've been thinking of traveling with your Canyon Speedmax CF8 disc, well, I hope that this proves to be helpful in figuring out what might be the best way to go about it. All right, let's get it packed up, head to the airport, and go do an Ironman. So before we start, I just wanted to put this up front this time, in case you don't always make it to the end of my videos, but thank you so much for tuning in. Honestly, I've had lots of fun making these videos, and hopefully they've been helping you out. I've gotten plenty of awesome messages, and have even made a couple of new digital friends along the way. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. As always, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions that I could help answer, or go ahead and shoot me a DM on Instagram. That's at Greg's Tri Journey, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. So feel free to follow along there, as well as I'll most certainly be sharing more about this travel adventure to California for my first Ironman. So let me start off by saying this video is not sponsored, although that would be nice. I know I'm not quite the YouTube all-star just yet. Either way, you've heard all about my reasons for choosing a Speedmax in some of my previous videos. But let me tell you about the travel bag that I've chosen to purchase and why it's the right fit for me. So, for travel, I've decided that the great option for me was and is the Scicon Aero Comfort 3.0 Triathlon bike travel bag. And why this one? Well, reason number one, it is made for a TT or a tri bike, and you can always fit a road bike in there if you decided instead. Number two, you hardly need to disassemble your bike to transport it in this bag, which is especially great if you've gone ahead and gotten a bike fit and don't want to really risk messing up your position. And number three, it is on wheels and incredibly easy to move around while still in your possession. Lastly, I managed to get it for a really great price during a holiday sale. While it typically retails for about 1,200 Canadian, which is I think is about $1,000 or around 800 euro, I managed to pay half that price, so it was well worth it for me. Oh, and if you enjoy their YouTube channels as much as I do and watch a ton of their content, Lionel Sanders, Paula Finley, Sam Long, Triathlon Taryn, and quite a few other notable triathletes use this bike bag for traveling as well. So if it is good enough for them, heck, I bet you it is good enough for me. And I'll put a link in the description below so you can take a look at it in greater detail yourself. So even on the Scicon website, they've got this great, I think it's like 3-minute video for packing your bike into this bag. I strongly recommend you check that out. But I have made this video as traveling on an airplane with your Canyon Speedmax more specifically. It is similar to traveling with most bikes. However, there are a few important things that are a bit different that you will want to look out for. So here's how I've gone about it, and hopefully it is helpful to you. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you remove any unnecessary accessories for travel and pack those into another bag or even the handy gear bag that they provide to you. In my case, that's 3 things that I really would be upset if I lost or if they got damaged. Number 1, my bike computer. You got to remove that. It's worth a lot of money. You don't want to damage it. Number 2, my bento box, because it is made of plastic and I would hate if that got cracked while traveling. Number 3, remove the rear water bottle holder, as that sticks out quite a bit. And even though this bag is really well padded, it could end up unprotected, and I don't want to risk damaging it. So now that I've gotten that done, the beauty of this travel bag is that you don't have much to do at all. So go ahead and start laying it on the ground and make sure all the straps are opened up and your padding accessories are accessible. From there, ensure your bike is in the big chain ring in the front and small ring in the back. Go ahead and remove the wheels from your Speedmax. From there, your next step is to fix the bike onto the internal bike stand, which I believe they call the frame defender. If you want to take an extra step and feel comfortable with some basic bike assembly, I recommend that you remove the rear derailleur and derailleur hanger from the frame and wrap it up into some bubble wrap to protect it at all costs. A derailleur hanger can be a very delicate piece, so you want to be careful with it, and I don't mind removing it. So once you've got the bike fastened onto the frame defender, be sure to block your disc brake calipers with the spacers that came with your bike. If you don't happen to have any, a local bike shop will have plenty of them, or you can also order some online for very cheap, but be sure to plan ahead to make sure that they arrive on time before your departure. The last thing before we start protecting the bike is, depending on your bike position and how you've set up your aerobars, you might need this additional step like I have. In my case, my aerobars are quite extended and on a 15-degree angle, so I have to loosen them and pull them back to fit them into the travel bag. Now before doing that, be sure to grab a permanent marker to mark all key points on your aerobars so that when you set your bike back up, it's easy to get it back into the perfect position. Here's how I marked mine. So now that the bike is ready to move, you can start putting on some padding that comes with the bag. That includes a top tube protector, an aerobar protector, a handlebar protector, and a saddle sleeve that will allow you to pass some straps through to further secure the bike down. In my case, I want to take a little extra precaution, and I choose to wrap a few additional things with some bubble wrap just in case. That includes my brake levers, the base bar, as well as the seat stays. The rest, it should be all good. So once all of this is done, you can start fastening the bike down with the smart belt system to ensure that it is held in place. Now onto the wheels. Be sure to completely deflate your tires, then go ahead and insert them into the wheel pockets on each side of the bag. I add a bit of extra bubble wrap for some added protection there as well. Alright, that's it. Close up the bag, start tightening up the straps, zip it up, throw on your TSA lock, and you should be all set to head to the airport. There you go, we're all packed up. Hopefully this video has gotten you excited about traveling with your Canyon Speedmax and gives you some insight on how simple it can be. Allow me to thank you once again for tuning in. Hopefully this has been helpful to you, and if it has, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions that I can help answer, drop those down below as well, or shoot me a DM on Instagram at Greg's Tri Journey, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. If you haven't yet, be sure to check out my Speedmax bike fit video and learn more about how customizable this bike actually is, and also check out my video on how to clean up your cockpit so that your cables are all nice and tidy. As I mentioned before, if you have any suggestions for a video that you'd like me to make, drop that in the comments below as well. It's really going to help me out with some new ideas. Well, that's it for me. I'm off to go do my first Ironman and live by my own words. Keep having fun while you swim, bike, and run, and I will see you later.